Hello and welcome to this week's newsletter. We're still a bit frustrated in the shop. None of the new stuff has turned up just yet. We were expecting the tailor-made stealth driver to be here by now, but as per normal these days, there's been a delay in the shipping. They are getting them out slowly but surely. Interestingly enough, a ladies stealth driver has turned up, so not much difference apart from it's a lot lighter, slightly different colour, but it's still got the carbon face in it. Okay, not tried it. It would be no point trying it anyway, really, because I wouldn't know if it works any better or not, because it wouldn't have the right shafting and the head would be too lofted. But we have got the ladies stealth driver in, along with a couple of hybrids and a 3-wood as well. The fairway woods and the hybrids haven't got the carbon face in either, so we haven't tried those just yet. But in the next week or so, hopefully when the rest of the tailor-made stuff turns up, we'll get cracking with these new stealth and just see if all the hype is what it's cracked up to be. But that hopefully might be this week. Right, first we'll move on to competition news. Later on in the video, I'm back to my review out on the golf course, how to play the holes strategically. And this week we're going to the 10th hole, so stay tuned with that. But first we'll go to competition news. And we'll go back to last Wednesday's divisional Stapleford for the ladies, where Jules Harbour won with 33 points Division 1. In Division 2, Sheena Emmerich won with 28 points. And in Division 3, Diane Stone won with 32 points. Well done, everybody who played there, and the 3 winners. Jules got the best score of the day, 33 points, well done. On Thursday, the men played their midweek Stapleford, where Owen Darby won Division 1 with 36 points, beating Jack Garrett and Jim Robinson into second and third with 35 points both. In Division 2, Matty G, wow, where did that come from, Matty? Matt G shot 40 points. Haven't seen that on there for a long time. 40 points. He won Division 2. Fantastic score that. Beating Stewie Pearce into second on 37 points. And in Division 3, David Easter. Well done, David. 42 points. Wow, this is a great score in this. He beat Kevin Milne into second with 40 points. All of a sudden, the golf course has become a lot easier. What's going on? Actually, it was off the yellow tees. Not that it makes that much difference, but slight difference there. But that is still great golf. Well done, David. 42 points, superb. Well played. Kevin Milne second on 40 points. Mark Ford third on 39 points. Great scoring there. And then on Sunday, we had the mixed roll-up Stapleford. 51 players played in that, which was a great little turn up for that. Keith Newbury won this time with 41 points. Well done, Keith. Another 40-odd points. Beating Matt King into second on 39 points and Dave Henwood into third on 38 points. On the PGA Tour, it was played over in Hawaii, and this time Hideki Matsuyama, the Masters champion, he beat Russell Henley in a playoff over there. First extra hole, he absolutely rifled a 3-wood, big high cut at the first playoff hole, par 5, hit a bombing drive, hooked it round the corner. It actually was a real good display of how to move the ball both ways. He hit a big hook with his driver around the corner on his par 5, middle of the fairway, left him 270 to go. Then he hit a big high cutting 3-wood into the par 5, landed about 3 foot away, and he rolled the putt in to win his third event in the last 10 months. So Hideki Matsuyama, the Masters champion, going great guns on the PGA Tour at the moment. The DP World Tour, or the European Tour, formerly known as, is starting this week, and they're over in Dubai, the Dubai Desert Classic, and I think Rory's there, Morikawa's there, and all the big European names will be there this week. And in America, they are playing over in Arizona, what used to be called the Bob Hope Classic, but it's now the American MasterCard Challenge or something ridiculous. But anyway, most of the PGA stores will be playing in that as well. LPGA Tour not quite just started just yet. That starts in a couple of weeks' time. But yeah, the first European Tour event starts this week over in Dubai, and the American Tour is now heading back into mainland America. Right, now on to my 10th hole review out to the golf course on a lovely Tuesday afternoon. So I finally made it back out onto the golf course to do our review of the golf course, our strategic review of the golf course, as we did before Christmas. This time we are onto the back nine, and here we are on the 10th tee on what is an absolute gorgeous Tuesday afternoon. Not a soul about at all. It is again Millionaires Golf. If you want to come out and play a quick 9 holes, then this is the perfect time of day to do it. It's absolutely stunning and nobody about whatsoever. Absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, here we are on the 10th hole. The 10th hole at 312 yards is quite a birdie opportunity, really. There's not too much difficulty about it at all. So what we do, okay, at 312 yards, stroke index 11, most of you will get a shot on the hole as well. So if you're gonna pick up a shot, then the 10th hole certainly will be one of those. So here we go. Let's have a look on the sign and we can see what we've got to try and avoid off the tee. So here we go, 312 yards. Now we can see off the tee we've got quite a wide open fairway. There's nothing really to worry about until we get up to about 219 yards. This bunker can cause a few problems, as can the new gorse bushes up here, and as can these bunkers here and these trees over here, okay? So the ideal spot, because now also we have a collar of rough between the two bunkers as well, the ideal spot is to lay it up to 210 yards. If we can hit it to 210 yards, the fairway is absolutely massive, okay? So that's the ideal spot. If we're going to lay up, then we want to lay up to 210 yards because it takes all the trouble out of play, the two bunkers, the line of semi-rough where I might get a flyer, but also the trees on the left and the gorse bushes on the right. If I'm feeling very brave, then I might even take on the driver, get the driver out there and knock it on the green. Now that all depends where the pin position is, okay? If it's at the back, it makes it quite an easy pin position to get to, but if it's front right, tucked behind that right hand bunker, then I'd much rather leave myself a full shot in where I can get a bit of backspin on the golf ball. So yes, sometimes, depending on the format I'm playing, I might take driver and try and get it on the green, if not near the green, to leave me a straightforward chip and putt, but that all depends on where the pin position is. Now let's go up to the fairway and take a look how we're going to play the second shot. So I've laid it up to the perfect spot. I'm just short of the fairway bunker on the right and the gorse bushes. I'm short of the collar of semi-rough on the fairway, and I'm also short of the bunker on the left and the trees on the left, okay? It's left myself 105 yards to the pin at the middle, which is a straightforward gap wedge, sand wedge for me, depending on the conditions. Again, like we said off the tee, pin position is a big thing, but I can be nice and aggressive with this shot into the green. It normally takes a bit of a leap forward as it hits the green, because it all slopes away front to back. So always bear that in mind when you're hitting into this green. The green doesn't roll away from you, so it's very difficult to stop the ball quickly. But yeah, nice big fairway, as we can see. No excuses for missing this fairway, providing we're short enough and away from the bunkers. Don't want to be in that collar of rough, semi-rough. Again, it just adds a bit more unpredictability to the shot. If I get a bit of grass trapped between the club face and the ball, then I'm not going to get any backspin on the golf ball. And believe it or not, we all get backspin on our shots every time we hit the ball. But I'm not sure how much backspin I would get out the collar of the semi-rough. Not that much there at the moment, it's winter, but we know in the summer that grows quite thick. So it just adds another, you know, unpredictable nature to the shot playing out the semi-rough. So I try and avoid that as well. Up to the green, and we don't necessarily want to be short. The right hand bunker is obviously very deep and always has been quite penal with everything running away from you. And if we look at the new left hand bunker, that looks like it's going to be quite deep as well. So we don't necessarily want to miss the green short here, because we could end up in the bunker, or worse still, we could end up over here, chipping over the bunker, landing it on a downslope. And even though it's a yellow flag in winter conditions, I would struggle to stop the ball next to the pin from this position. Yeah, okay, so we don't want to necessarily miss this green short and right. Unless the flag's at the back, then we've got a lot of room to play with. But if it's in the middle or at the front, we don't want to miss this green short and right or short and left, because it can act to a very awkward second shot. As we walk onto the green, as we've already stated, the green runs away from us a little bit. It runs downhill, all down to the back of the green. So we've always got to bear that in mind. Little pot bunker on the right here doesn't really cause many issues, to be honest. And if you are going to miss this green, missing it long is not a bad spot at all. You're probably not going to hit it that far into those bushes there, or that far into those bushes there. So over the back of the green, we have got a lot of room, okay? So if we're going to miss this green,
we want to miss this green long, okay? So always bear that in mind when we're playing the 10th hole, okay? There's another pet hate, look. See that pitchfork? Who's not repaired that? Come on, guys, we know we've got to repair our pitch marks on the greens. So that's my little review of the 10th hole done. Hopefully next week, if I can get out again, we'll be able to do the 11th, the par 3. But at 310 yards, par 4, the 10th hole was a real birdie opportunity. You've just got to make sure that you kind of really miss these 2 front bunkers up by the green. Okay, it's quite a long, thin green, so we've got to be reasonably accurate. But if you go long, there's no real danger long past the pin. Okay, off the tee, you've just got to lay it up short of all the trouble. Or if you go for it, just bear in mind where the pin position is. If it's short right, I don't ever go for the green then. If it's in the middle or at the back, I might have a go at the green if I'm hitting my driver well, okay? But for most of you, just lay it back over there, 100 yards left in, wedge into the green. If it goes beyond the pin to the back of the green, happy days. That's a straightforward chip. If you want any questions, if you've got any questions about playing the 10th hole, then drop me an email or book yourself in for an on-course playing lesson.
Right, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks very much for watching this week's video newsletter. Still really busy with lessons, so keep booking those golf MOTs in. And I think that's about everything for this week. So thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.